thought we'd go for a bit of a cruise today, and we'll go out to Vaughn Springs, just do my jacket up so I'm not freeze my ass off even more. Yeah, anyway, so yesterday I had to do some things in... Oh, I've got no rear brake. Oh well, whatever. The shroud, or the fairing rather, sorry, is sticking out, and it's going underneath my rear brake pedal. So it gets stuck there and I can't push it down. I might just like drill a hole in it and then get a zippy tie and zippy tie it closer to the frame. But we'll do that on the way back. Yeah, so yesterday I went up to Bendigo, which is like 30 kilometers from where I live, so it's not too far. And had a few things to do up there. I gotta get my bike assessed because, oh, that's for another story. Got reversed into, but I'll tell you about that some other day. And I've got to get that done, and I had to get some new pants for riding as well, some like dragon jeans or something, so if I come off I don't scratch up all my legs, because that'd be a pain in the butt, like literally. But anyway, so when I was in Bendigo, man, I was riding along and I was down the street like in traffic, and I was probably doing like 30 kilometers an hour, 40 kilometers an hour, just cruising, and I was sitting behind some cars, and the car just whipped a right hand turn straight in front of me, man, without indicating, like straight into a parking bay. And you know how you have the parking bays in the center of the street? You like turned straight into there without indicating or even looking in his mirrors, man, and I was pretty close to him, but I still had enough room there, so I slammed on my brakes, my front brakes, and of course, because it's in the rain, everything was so slippery, the front wheels just like knifed and the whole front end's bloody well washed out, and I quickly let off the front brakes and just feathered them a bit, and I just held onto it, and I almost smacked into him because I had to let off the front brakes, otherwise I would have just gone straight down. So I almost hit him. And anyway, long story short, man, when it's raining, don't sit close to cars because you never know what they're gonna do, like ever. And I got very lucky that I didn't go down and I didn't hit him as well. That could have been a bit of a pain in the butt because I didn't have my GoPro running either, so I wouldn't have had any evidence that it was me turning or it was my fault or his fault, sorry. So it would have been my word against his, and no doubt me hitting him, I would have been at fault. So even though he didn't indicate and he just pulled right in front of me, but it still would have been my fault. So, but you get that, really. That's the primary school I went to as well, Campbell's Creek Primary School. Pub we used to go to quite a bit as well, play pool with my dad quite a bit there as well. Love pool, man, so much fun. I used to be okay at it, and now I'm just like haven't played it enough. So I still enjoy it though, I just don't play it enough. So we're heading out to Vaughn Springs for a bit of a look around. Haven't been out there for a while, and it's normally pretty nice, but at the moment, because everything's dead, because it's summer in Australia, I don't think it's going to look that pretty, but we'll go out and have a look anyway. So I'm just testing out my setup, make sure this new microphone works well. And that house just there, I did the house slab for that. I used to be a concreter, so I did that. That was interesting. Bit of fun. Yeah, back onto that car story, man. If you're riding in the rain, or like, just anywhere, man, even if you're not riding in the rain, like I'm sitting way too close to this car right now, but they're doing 80 and 100 zones, so we'll overtake them in a second once we get over this hill. But okay, if you're riding in the rain or anywhere, man, just be so careful. People don't see it. I haven't been riding road bikes for very long, but I come from a motocross background. I started riding when I was 3, 4. I think I started riding just as I turned 4, and I started racing about the same time as well. So I raced motocross for like 16 years or something or more, and only really recently stopped for injuries. I had so many injuries, which will be in some later videos, so we will overtake this guy. But yeah, man, it's so dangerous on the roads. Coming from that motocross background, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal riding on the roads compared to the racetrack, but man, and motocross to the road for a superbike, or it's not even a superbike, but it's a 1996 RVF 400. I'll show you some videos of it soon once we get up there. I'll show you a look around the bike. It needs a little bit of TLC at the moment. It needs a service, which I'll do on Monday. It's currently Saturday, so yeah. Nice boat in front of us. Where's that car gone? That looks really nice. Yeah, so I came from the motocross background, and I thought, you know, I'll be fine riding a road bike because I've got a fair bit of experience riding motorbikes. So say I've been riding since I was 4 and I'm 23, so oh yeah, it's more than that. So I'd say excluding all my injuries, probably like 18 years riding experience. But of course it's all on a dirt bike and just racing, so, or training at my track that I used to have at my mum's house. But I'll tell you what, man, a road bike is so much different to a dirt bike. If you're coming from motocross, then be ready to be in a bit of a shock. Like, it's so much fun though, don't get me wrong. Like, I love it, absolutely love it, man. Every time I get on my bike, I'm just like, woo, yeah! I absolutely love it. Puts a smile on my face, especially some of these roads. Like, there's a road near where I live, it's called Tunnel Hill. And it's a hill, obviously. And it's all windy through there, man. Every time I go through there, I'll go through there for you one day. But I absolutely love it, man. So much fun. It just puts a smile on your face. Like, I was working in Hay, New South Wales, and over there it's like the second flattest place in the world, so it's not the best for road bikes, but even up there, man, I had so much fun on this thing. A couple people out here cycling. He doesn't look like he's doing much cycling, he's cruising with no hands, cruising down the hill. I used to come out this way cycling actually, but now I'm just fat and lazy and I don't cycle anymore, mainly because I don't have a cycle bike. But I'd love to buy another one. Not another one, but I never had one. I just rode my mountain bike, but the derailleur on it is just wrecked, and hole there. And it just doesn't like me at all. Yes, half the gears don't work, man. You be cruising along and just slip out of gears and stuff like that. Yeah. Now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, motocross background? That's right. So, it's a whole different ball game coming, especially onto the street. Like, I'd love to go to a couple of track days, but at the moment I just don't have the money to do that. But I will in the future, for sure. I'll take this little thing out onto the track and just have a bit of a fun on it and try to learn as much as I can. My dad used to race road bikes, so hopefully he can teach me a fair bit as well. So, oh, that was rough. And yeah, like, just in the first night I bought this bike, man, first time ever on a road bike, I went down to Dandenong to pick it up, and Dandenong is about 2 hours from my house, and I got there late, and I didn't get there until like 8 o'clock, man, and I didn't leave there until like 9, yeah, about 9 o'clock, and it was dark. And then I got to Calder Park, and those of you guys in Melbourne know Calder Park. I got to there and it was thunderstorms, man. My very first time on a road bike was at night time, and it was at thunderstorms, and dude, it was scary as shit, and I got so cold. But man, it was a good introduction into it. Look, there's a few people out here. There used to be a train that went around here. To see where that lady is right there. There used to be a train the kids could run on there and go around a little circle. It's pretty good. And there's a big slide just there, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of people here though, man. There's a swimming hole just down here as well. Gotta be careful because there's probably kids around. But there's a swimming hole here for summer, man, and it's pretty good. Oh look, people are actually here swimming, but I don't know why you'd be swimming now. It's pretty cold. So yeah, that's a swimming hole. Chill out on the bench and shit. And then up here, there's a little trail to like a rock cliff as well, which is pretty cool. Where those people are walking up there. There's a little trail up there. But yeah, so this is like way to come in the summer. I personally don't come here because I'm fat at the moment, but yeah. But we're working on that. So much fun. I can't believe they're swimming today though, it's pretty cold, so. I did a photo shoot out here too with my mates, YZ250. I'll put the picture up on screen of what I did up here. You'll be able to see it. I put it in the middle of that concrete part there with the water falling down. It looked alright. I'll put it up on screen so you can have a look at it. I am a photographer, by the way. I used to do motocross photography, but I'm sort of getting out of that. We'll go up here and we'll have a look at the slide. I'm getting out of the motocross photography and trying to get into weddings, which I've got a few lined up, which is good. So that's a slide there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's really nice out here. I'll park over here in the sun. I'll show you a little bit around the bike. So yeah, I used to do motocross photography, and I'm sort of, obviously because I used to race motocross, I love motocross and I always will get off the road. But there's not a lot of money in it, man. There's not a lot of money in it at all. So we'll show you around the little 400. This is her. you see here where the lady reversed into me and she cracked the windscreen, and she also damaged here. But yeah, I think it looks alright for a 1996 model. Like, yes, I'm a learner. Unfortunately, I was silly and I never got my license. But yeah, that's her. She's pretty clean, and it tricks a lot of people with these Tiger fairing kits, man. Like, a lot of people, she needs to clean actually. She's a bit dirty. Like these Tiger fairing kits, everyone thinks it's like a 2008 bike or something like that. And I'm like, no man, 1996. And she's done like, I think 40,000 Ks, something like that. Yeah. And as you can see, the speedometer that I've got there, we wired that in ourselves. Because my actual speedo, if you've looked at the video at all, it barely moves. So for about 2 weeks I was going off my RPMs. I didn't have a speedo, so I just went off my revs, and yeah, that's alright. You get that, like, fuck man, it's almost as old as me. Like, you've got to expect some sort of problems, really, don't you? Like, it's not going to be perfect. Oh, it's a good bike though. Like, don't get me wrong, I really want like a CBR 1000, but like an 08 model. I think the 08 models, I haven't really researched enough because I don't get my full license until I'm 25, so I don't get that for another like year and a half or something. But and I definitely don't have the money to do that right now. But I love the look how the exhaust come out the back, man. Like, instead of off to the side or anything, I love how they come out the back under the rear fender there. I fucking love the look of that, man. Absolutely love it. But for a little 400, she goes alright. Like, anything over what we're doing now and she starts to struggle a bit, but when you're picking up speed, like if I give it to a 0 to 100, it's pretty impressive for a little 400, let's put it that way. Damn, this road is so skinny. Look how skinny this road is, man. And it still puts a smile on my face, man. Like, if you're a beginner rider, I wouldn't really say, yeah, if you're new to motorbikes, like, yeah, fuck, this would be great for you to learn on, and you'll be happy for the time you're learning on it as well. But yeah, I personally want something faster, but that's just me. Anyway, back to like newcomers to road bikes. If you're looking to get into it, man. Like, you will not regret it at all. If you can have a car as well, because riding in the rain sucks. But I personally don't have a car. This is my only means of transport. But I don't regret it at all, man. I had similar to that, I had a 2013 Holden Commodore VE Ute, and it was blue. I'll put a picture up on screen now. This was my old Ute. Bang! That was my old Ute, and I sold that because I'm going to uni this year actually, and it was just too expensive, man. Like, fuel wise, and I was in debt as well. Like, I got a loan for it, so I had to pay that off every week, and the insurance was just through the roof. And yeah, this is actually my auntie's place right here. Oh, look at this, she's outside. Hello.
A few moments later.
Oh, that's rough, and there's dirt there. You gotta be so careful of those roads, man. These roads out here, and kangaroos, dude. There's so many kangaroos around here. Woo! Birdies! Oh! I just hit a bird! Damn! Poor little bird. Go around this corner here. Ow. Anyway, now I forget what we're talking about, so that was my auntie anyway. It's funny that she was out there, happened to be out there. Oh, that was rough. Oh, I just hit a bug. Ow. I reckon we could jump that, man. I reckon I can jump that. That'd be fun. Wop. But we won't do that because that's silly. You don't do silly things on the road. Man, there's so many cars out here. I didn't think there'd be any cars out here. Woo! Woo! Ow. Just gotta be careful to tighten too much. Oh, there's a hole there, and that's 40. Too fast. I don't know this road well enough to be like very, very silly on it. We pushed that corner way too fast, didn't realize that was such a sharp corner, man. I could have just come unstuck so bad if I didn't see that sign. Woo! That sign, man, just saved my life. Oh, love it. Love it. Gets the heart rate going, man. The adrenaline pumping, and oh, dude, it's so good. So if you like my stuff, subscribe. That'd be cool to have more than one subscriber. That'd be awesome. Yeah, and I'll tell you a bit more about myself and what I do, what I've done, what I want to do. So all in the future, and we'll go from there. Hopefully these videos work though, and I haven't been talking to myself this whole time with no microphone. That would be disastrous because I feel like I've been talking for quite a while. And I'll tell you a bit more about myself as well as we get further on in videos. I want to do it. I'm just doing this for fun, man. Like, as I said, I talk to myself all the time when I'm bloody well riding anyway, so I'm like, you know what, why aren't I vlogging? Like, I talk to myself enough. So, yeah, welcome to the channel, and
Don't get it
see you guys later.